Guys, welcome to finals day of GP, and I am bringing you the full 8 races in 3 parts. Because yesterday was my anniversary, I couldn't get on to upload any videos. So here is the opening round. We scored 376 points, max score, and we tied with Music Man. Qualifying, I didn't get as many points as Music Man, so it might cost me. But let's kick into today's GP, races 1 to 3, with myself as a WF1. Here is today's setup. We are rocking a level 7 Russell, level 7 Hamilton, and for the car, 3 sides are max, the other 2 level 7s and a level 4 Leviathan. Let's get into the first race of GP Finals Mercedes team event. First race of the first 1 to 3 races, and we are at Monza for this part of the video, and it is raining, so we should hopefully get a very decent positions for the start. And we are P3 and P5, and we have a wet race as well. So let's get on the strategies. We're going to go tune in, we're going to go fast with Russell, and we're going to go hex with Hamilton. So we're going to do a 4 and a 4 with Hamilton and a 3-3-2 with George Russell. So let's get off to a good start. Let's do our standard launch off the line. And we see us push our way through into P1 and P3 now. Stuck behind Hamilton. But it's a good start. I'm happy in P1 and P3. And to give you a bit of context, I've got to go 47s this weekend, guys. 47s. 46 will not do. As we complete the first lap. And Hamilton's quite nicely behind the other Hamilton. So I'm pretty comfortable with that. But what we'll do is we'll just go up the inside. P1 and P2 at the moment. And we should be able to comfortably see this through to the end of the race. Rival is P6 and P12. And we're just going to drag this out probably now and do a 4 and a 4. There's no point me coming back and doing 2 stops with George Russell. We're comfortably in the lead. So we're going to cruise to a 4 and a 4 with both drivers. But yeah, yesterday, 376 points. We scored 47 points in every single race. There's a few tough races in there. But it's a shame I couldn't give it you, because you would have loved seeing it. But that's why I'm doing the full 8 races today. 3 different part videos, and hopefully you can all watch and catch up pretty much from what I was doing yesterday. It was my anniversary of being with my partner, so tell you what, good luck for me asking if I can do videos in the hotel room. That obviously wouldn't have gone down too well now, would it, guys? But we're back. So we're going to come into the pits now. We're going to create a big enough gap. George Russell's got the tuning, and tuning is a great boost in the wet. It's got the cornering, it's got the speed of the pit time. Let's look at the spit times on there. They're both running similar percentages. George Russell does a 2.85 and Lewis Hamilton does a 3.58. So you are pretty much talking just under a second difference between the two on them boosts. So tuning, let's call it 7/10 quicker than what Lewis Hamilton was doing. As we try and have a look where P3 is, and P3 is just coming around the sort of 4th corner. So we are comfortably running this race. As George Russell comes down to start lap 6. The rain is still coming in. We should be rain all the way to the end. We've got a good gap, 7 seconds from Lewis Hamilton to Lewis. And this should start us off with a very solid and easy 47 points. And let's just bring the boost up a little bit on George Russell. Because why not? Get past them back markers. And Lewis Hamilton is chilling out quite nicely. Coming past, gets me nervous going past these back markers. But there's a lot of rain. Not raining as heavy as my shower this morning though. Looks like a bit of a drizzle. As we come round to start the last lap. Hamilton goes wide, comes down, and we are lapping the field with both drivers. You can see P17 there, P11 we're lapping now with Russell. So definitely a great start. And hopefully, the hope is Music Man drops a point and I go full 47s. We beat off everyone else and we get that P1. You know, if you've been here for a while with me, P1 is the aim. We are missing that P1. So 24 points for Russell, 23 for Hamilton. And you have just witnessed the first race being a 47 points. Race number 2, and it's bonjour because we are in France. That is all the French I know, so don't come at me with any French unless I go onto Google Translator. So that won't be happening. So 4th and 6th. Yesterday we had rain, so it's going to be a little bit different on this one. So we're going to go Lumberjack for the overtaking and speed, and then George Russell is going to go to the Rooster when I find it. And we're going to go for tyres with George Russell. So we're going to do a 4 and 4 with George Russell, and probably a 3-2-3 with Hamilton, or a 3-3-2 depending on how the race goes. So can we get a good start? We're launching and we've got a good start. We're into P1 and P2 off the start. Brilliant. That's exactly what we need in the dry. And we're going to cut both of them down. And we are in the right order as well, with softs in front, mediums sitting in behind. And hopefully Russell doesn't lose too many positions. I don't want to push him too much, so I don't mind losing the position to Leclerc. There's no point me fighting it. I am going to fight that one. So I'm just going to try and keep this one. Reason being, I want 2 laps of pushing with Russell. I don't want to have 1 lap and I can't create enough gap. So we're sticking in 3rd. And that is absolutely fine by me. Hopefully Russell, he's still got softs behind him. We're going to boost a little bit. Hold on to that position. Where Hamilton is now is a key overtaking spot, but Russell is far enough ahead through that corner. Rooster does have the block on it. We're not going to keep that. So these are on softs, so we're okay here. And now Hamilton, we're going to boost because I want to create a gap. And Russell will save until around the 3rd or 4th corner before we start to boost with him. So probably the end of this straight. I'm just going to give myself enough chance with the tyres. I'm going to cut Hamilton down there, boost Russell up. So Russell wants to come out ahead of Leclerc. And it's also watching the AI, guys. You know I watch the AI a lot. The AI are using softs. I know they're going to come in on the pit and lap 3. Don't need to fight them too hard. And that puts me into 1 and 2 again. Hamilton comes out. He's going to be doing 2 laps on this set of tyres. So we'll push both of them. And what you'll find is the AI has gone hard and mediums. So they're going to be slow. Russell's going to be quick because he's pushing. And we're going to jump the AI quite comfortably. So coming down then. As Russell comes in to complete his last lap on this stint. Hopefully team orders won't play a part here because we're close enough to the pits. And they don't. Russell comes in. Good work by George Russell. And Hamilton goes on. And look at the gap we now have with. We are jumped the Ferrari. Jumped the Mercedes who was there. The Red Bull as well. So we came down. We were in 4th. We've comfortably got into 2nd. We've got Leclerc on hards. We are in no danger whatsoever. unless the safety car comes out. Famous last words. So Hamilton will come in now, and we're going to go on to softs, and we're going to conserve probably to the end. Russell shouldn't be too much of a problem with the hard tyre Leclerc behind. As Hamilton comes back out, and Russell completes lap 6. So it's just cruising this, making sure that George Russell doesn't lose any positions. We can boost him from lap 7 anyway. Same as Hamilton. We're in no danger with him. So we'll run you through the boosts. Obviously Hamilton's boost is Lumberjack. So we have the speed, we have the overtake, and we have a bit more tyre use so we can attack more and more. And looking at the Rooster, we have the tyre management, which is a very good level. We've got the grip and we've got the blocking as well. So we've got a good sort of attack and defence on them boosts there. As we start our last section, lap 7s, Albon's crashed in sector 3. Sadly, no safety car for that one, as he's in the wall. Will he be in the wall in this one as well? Nope, he's miraculously disappeared like a ghost. No one saw the tractor there, no one saw anything come out. He just disappeared. So let's just complete the last lap of this race. A component's failed on the rival. That got me a bit nervy because Hamilton went raw wide when that happened. So I generally thought I had an issue. George Russell, we're well ahead of the AI now. Got a nice gap of 11 seconds. And we're coming round to complete La France. La France, bonjour, 47, oui. 24 points for Hamilton, 23 points for George Russell. And that brings us to 2 lots of 47 points. 1 race to go in this series on this part, and we'll be on to that race very shortly. Race number 3, the final part of part 1. And we have 247 points so far. And what can we do from this second race? Because we are at Spielberg, the Austrian Grand Prix. And this could be a difficult race. Australia is a very small track, not known for it being an easy track, that's for sure. So let's give it a go. Let's see what we can do. So we're going with the voice for Hamilton. It's got the acceleration in there. And it's got the speed. And we're going downforce, cornering, grip, tyre management for Russell. Let's see if we can get off to a lovely start. And can Hamilton get through? He's in P2. No, Russell P6. As we had that position, didn't we, guys? We had P1. We've got it now. P1, P5 for Russell. And what we're going to do is going to conserve a little bit. Well, actually, I want to go for a fast lap on this track. So we're hitting it hard. First lap, we're going all out with that voice. We've got the speed, we've got the acceleration from the corners. As what's happened to George Russell? Wow, what happened there, guys? We got absolutely blocked off, it seems. That's not what we needed, was it? As Hamilton comes around, what lap time does he do? I don't know. As Russell looks like it's going to be a tricky race, this one, guys. It's not going to be easy, is it? We're going to have to push a little bit. Oh, that first corner seems to be a little bit broke, because they're not really flying through as I would like them to fly through. As we have Hamilton starting his last lap on this stint. We've got soft tyres behind us. We're going to keep trying to get past the AI. We're going to keep pushing. We still can't get on. 7th is not good at the minute, guys, because we're well behind. So we've got it all to do. We need to move up the inside. We get it. Come on. We're up against it with George Russell. Any pit stops? One pit stop coming up, and we are ahead now of the Ferrari and Lewis Hamilton. So we're up to P3. P2 hasn't pitted yet, but we've got some gap to make up. So it's nervy times. The heartbeat's going up just a little more, because we are pushing. We need the 47. As George Russell now completes his stint, he's going on to softs, and we are going attack. We've got to do well with George Russell here. That's the key. Where do we drop down to? P5. We've got one person pitting ahead. We've got hard and medium tyres. We've got no excuse. Come on. Let's all cheer George Russell on. Not that Mercedes George Russell, my George Russell. Come on, guys. We have a pit stop. We are into P3. Can we get P2? Not yet. We've got to be getting him soon. Up the inside. Just about. And George Russell brings us into P1 and P2 positions in Austria. Made me work a little more for that one. Wasn't as easy. Wasn't as smooth. I've been racing the first 2 races, struggling what to tell you while I've been breezing it at the front. But this race, it had a bit more to it. So Lewis Hamilton comes around the final corner, 1 lap to go. George Russell also has 1 lap to go. Used up a bit too much fuel, but we're well ahead of P3. We're going to cruise to the finish. Hopefully we've got enough fuel, because we've got half a lap and we've got pretty much most of the lap left. As Lewis Hamilton comes across lap 9 and wins 24 points. This is like Mercedes, the W11 domination of the last 8 years. And that is George Russell across the line. Guys, that is the end of part 1. The first 3 races are complete, and you have witnessed 3 lots of 47 points. I will shortly upload part 2. Make sure you check it out as we continue this super bumper Sunday.